Hi students, this is Miss Johnson. I know I'm not here at school today, but we are still going to review for our Chapter 1 test, and I thought, what a better way than have a video with me explaining a few of the things. Alright, everybody should have a worksheet that says Review for Chapter 1 test. I'm going to do a couple examples, something from each section to help you out. So, Part 1 says rewrite each expression without using multiplication or addition signs, and use exponents when it's appropriate. Over here on the side, on the right hand side, let's put a little note. Okay? When you are adding or subtracting, when you add or subtract, the number in front changes. That's like what we were doing yesterday. The number in front changes. However, when you are multiplying or dividing, then the exponent is going to change. Exponent changes. Alright, so as we move to problem number 1, we've got C plus 7C plus C. Remember, mathematicians, there is really a 1 in front of the C and really a 1 in front of this C. Are these like terms? Yes, they all have the same variable of C and they all have the same exponent. So then we can add them together. 1C plus 7C plus 1C equals, we are adding, so the number in front is going to change, so we get 9C. If we go down to number 5, number 5 has the problem 9B times B times B times B. Now we are multiplying. When we multiply, the exponent changes. So if we've got 9 times b times b times b, that means the 9 is going to stay the same. B times b times b times b. How many b's do we have? You are correct, there are 4. That means our exponent is going to be 4. Okay, so again, when you add and subtract, the number in front changes. When you are multiplying and dividing, the exponent changes. Alright, going down to part 2, we are going to do some evaluating. When you evaluate, we're going to evaluate these expressions for when A equals 5, B equals 3, and C equals 7. Let's go to problem 10. Alright, problem 10 has B to the third power plus 2A minus 4. So that means we're going to take B, which is 3. So we're going to substitute that in. We're going to have 3 to the third power plus 2 times A. So 2 times A, which is 5. So 2 times 5, and then we're going to subtract 4. Do you need to show your work? Of course you say. You always need to show your work. Alright, now we're going to evaluate it, which means to solve. We are going to figure out what the answer is. So, taking a look, following PEMDAS, always got to follow our friend PEMDAS. We don't have anything to do inside the parentheses, so that means E, exponents, is next. So, we've got 3 to the third power. That means 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. So now we have 27 plus 2 to the fifth power minus 4. Alright, now we need to multiply and divide together. We do have some multiplication. Remember, parentheses mean to multiply. So 2 times 5 is 10. We now have 27 plus 10 minus 4. Now we can add and subtract from left to right. 27 plus 10 is 37. Minus 4 is 33. Alright, part 3 and part 4, we have done quite a bit with these the last couple days. I am just going to do one of them. I'm going to do number 14. It says factor 16h minus 4h squared. So we are factoring, we are going backwards, which means we are going to divide. So start with your numbers, 16 and 4. What number can go into 16 and 4? You are correct, it is 4. So 4 is going to go on the outside, and we have variables in both terms. So that means we take the smallest one. What's smaller, h or h squared? Yes, of course, it's h. Now we can put our parentheses, and we're going to go through and divide everything by 4h. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. If you have an h, you divide by an h. We don't have any h's left. So we move on to our minus sign. 4 divided by 4 is 1. H squared means we've got 2 h's. Divided by h means we're going to have 1 h left. So we have our factored form of 4h times the quantity of 4 minus 1h. All right, flip it over to the back side. We've got parts 5 and 6. Part 5, combine like terms. We did this yesterday. You guys should be able to handle that. Part 6, it says, make a flowchart to solve the equations and use backtracking. Remember, flowcharts. Let's do number 18. Remember, flowcharts are the ones with the circles. Okay. What goes in the input circle? Yes, remember it's the variable. Then we have to follow our order of operations. Let's see, our variable is n. The first thing that happens to n is divide by 6. Then we keep going along. The next thing that happens to n is this 8, which is added. So then we get, our answer goes in our output of 10. So we've made a flowchart. Now we need to backtrack to solve it. We need to figure out what n equals. Remember, when we go backwards, we do the opposite. So instead of plus 8, we are going to subtract 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. Keep going backwards. Instead of dividing by 6, multiply by 6. So that means n equals 12. All right. This is the review worksheet. You have the rest of the hour to work on it. Be quiet, be productive. If you have a question, raise your hand. Miss Thomas can help you out a little bit. Otherwise, whisper to your partner. But get this done. If you finish before the end of the hour, make sure that you have all 5 worksheets turned in that were due today. You're combining like terms, the more challenging factor and expanding worksheet, 1.3 study guide worksheet, and then 2 book assignments, page 64, 16 through 21, 34 through 37, and page 63, maybe 64. It was the 10 through 15 and 30 through 32. Be good. I'll be back. See you on Monday. Our test for Chapter 1 stuff is going to be on Tuesday.